Alright guys, welcome to my video. I'm sure a lot of you guys seeing the title of this video and seeing what's in front of you, you know that I have bought a console. And I know to my 12 loyal subscribers, they're going to especially be confused because at the end of a lot of my videos, I do have that one picture that says, don't be a console, like, share, and subscribe. So the question that a lot of you guys are probably asking yourselves is, why did I get a console? And the answer is really simple. It is exclusives. A lot of games were coming out, and I was just tired of missing out on all these awesome exclusives. And the last straw for this was Final Fantasy 15. I'm a huge fan of the Final Fantasy series. Love Final Fantasy 10. Enjoyed Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 15. Something that been waiting for about a decade, and I couldn't play it. Square Enix was toying with the possibility of possibly releasing it for PC in 2019, but I couldn't wait that long. I just had to go out there and do it. So at that point, the question becomes, all right, what console do I want? Xbox One or PlayStation 4? And that was also very easy because the Xbox One's exclusives have been very, very, very poor for the last couple of years, and have acquired this habit of canceling their most exciting AAA games. This was seen at the Fable Legends, was supposed to be a cooperative Fable game. It's gonna, if you're a fan of the Fable series, you're super excited about this. Canceled. The most recent game, Scalebound, which to me looked like a type of, Monster Hunter, wherever you have this companion dragon. But the director of the game came out and clearly said that this is not going to be like what Monster Hunter is. Going to be a more unique experience. I'm not sure what that meant, but I was super excited to play this game. Open world, mass multiplayer co-op. It just seems like it was going to be legit, and they canceled it. And you look at what exclusive Microsoft have coming out, and it's just not looking very entertaining. I guess if you're a fan of the Forza games racing, which that doesn't do anything for me. So PlayStation, on the other hand, the lineup is rich with a lot of awesome games that not only in the future, but what they've had in the past. One of the games for PlayStation that I'm most looking forward to is Detroit Become Human. Now, this game takes place in the future, in a post-singularity future, where they have sentient android machines, and these machines are there to serve humans. And it seems that all the decisions that you make actually make a huge difference in how the game progresses and certain consequences that you will have to deal with. There's a scene in the gameplay trailer that shows that you could actually die by saying or doing the wrong thing. Now, this has the potential to be extremely good, and it has the potential to be very, very bad. If the game tries to force all its players into making, these one or two decisions, then that kind of seems like, an artificial choice, and that not very fun. Seems like false choice. But if you could really direct what direction the game is going to go and how your character is going to develop, and conversations really do have real meanings, like a lot of the Mass Effect games, that could really be a very great game. There's also the Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and this is not a remaster. This is actually a complete remake It's going to feature all the original characters, no new characters supposed to be added, and it's also going to have the newest combat system present in Final Fantasy 15. For those of you who don't know, Final Fantasy series has historically been turn-based combat, but in the newest installment, as well as in this remake, Final Fantasy 7, they're going to go for that more modern action style combat. A lot of people are a little concerned about this game because of its episodic and linear nature. I haven't yet played Final Fantasy 15, but I will. But one big criticism of the game is that it really sucks in its linear and episodic moments. Um, with this game, originally the game was made linear. When they brought in a new director, he said, I want to make the game open world. So there gets to a point where they saved a lot of that old material, it looks like, and kept that linear section for like the last 2/3 of the game. And a lot of the players were saying that they really enjoyed the open world of the game. It was so much fun, and had the whole game been an open world game, it was a potential game of the year release title. But because those linear sections were there, it kind of made the game less enjoyable and worse. They yearned to be out there in the open world. So now you have this Final Fantasy VII Remake that's going to have that same episodic and linear trajectory and no open world. So rightfully, some people are a little bit worried. But, I have faith in Square Enix that they're going to do a good job. So I'm excited to play that game. Another good game that I'm super excited about with PlayStation 4 is Hero Zero Dawn. Now, this seems to be in like a super far future, I guess, post-apocalyptic world where humans seem to be somewhat of the primal species, and you have these robotic dinosaurs roam the earth. I think it's going to be very exciting to find out how exactly this happened and how can you have a truly primitive human existence despite when they have all this advanced weaponry to hunt these dinosaur machina. So that's going to be interesting to see how that story plays out and how the gameplay there is going to work. I'm guessing there's going to be some type of religious constraint stopping them from probably understanding what is probably leftover technology from the previous era that they're using to hunt. Well, gentlemen, I just broke my camera, or at least my lens specifically, so that is rather unfortunate. So, yeah, so my GoPro was stolen, and now my DSLR is messed up. So I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm just gonna rush out those reviews for the Razer Blade now. I'm not gonna try to get super professional little shots for you guys. I'm just gonna probably fill in what would usually be more shots with the Razer laptop with more gameplay footage, um, like how much FPS each game is getting. I'll probably have that on the background or something of that nature. But I guess this is good for people who want it out quick. So I'll definitely have that out within the next week. Um, yeah, as far as this review goes, I was also going to talk about God of War, which would be very awesome to play. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna end this here. And still, even though I'm a console owner, don't be a console. I'll add, like, share, subscribe. All right, I'll talk to you gentlemen later. Um, oh yeah, and if you're wondering, I don't know, my tripod just fell down, so that's how this happened. I don't think there's any saving this, and I don't think I could drop 200 dollars on a lens anytime soon. So